Now let me see if I have social media on this one. Yep, I do. All right, cool. All right, cool.
On the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home and have room to breathe, not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Back up.
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division. We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlight. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd.
I'm out of here. Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than one. Look at this junk.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to
Way
go.
to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
What happened? No.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
Rooftop.
How the hell did
How
you
did
see
you
that?
see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
It's actually a guy recommended it, but I kind of liked it anyway. But he actually recommended it because he actually said he never thought he'd get one, and he eventually got one himself because he liked it. I got a controller now that has like army designs on it. It's like an army. It's a green army controller with army army tattoos. I mean army designs on it. Yeah, I never had anything like I never had anything like this, and I kind of liked it. So, plus he said the reason why he mostly got it too. He says it never gets dirty on him. He never sees, because he used to have. He had a white one like I did too. I told him about it. I said he had a white one, gets dirt on it all the time. I mean, not dusty. It doesn't get dusty. It just gets dirt.
Same gun used by General Pat.
I mean, I cleaned it
You're not
like
suggesting
once or twice, but then it just gets dirty again. Plus, like I said, the tape came off, and I had to put a new tape on myself.
this piece will stop a
Otherwise, the controller's fine. It works
These
good,
babies
but
are only available special.
nothing wrong with the controller.
Here's my Smith &
Just
Wesson
that
order
it's
book.
just said because it's white, you
I
get
guess.
this. You see the dirt too much on it.
Something bad, right?
Just like when I had my black one, I never saw dirt on it ever.
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You
When I
see it
had
on
my
there?
block system at the time.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder,
Shorter.
203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
46.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime.
Time.
Always happy to help out the LAPD. Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Get driving, buddy.
You can drive.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so.
Oh.
Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught.
You know, I could actually,
2 out of every 3
when I was
crimes are
watching
done
one of
on
my
impulse.
videos yesterday,
Another fact from the
when I
Phelps
was
Encyclopedia
watching
of
my
thin
Spider-Man
air.
video,
You really are full of it.
I noticed what I could hear in my friggin' video. I could hear myself pushing the buttons in it. I could hear myself pushing the buttons. I'm like, what the hell? Wow, I never even thought that. Yeah, now I know you were saying the truth. So I found out myself. I never even know. I always
Schroeder.
thought you were wrong. I always thought that I wasn't right. I mean, that you weren't right. Sure enough, you were.
What do you guys
I was
want?
born.
I'm Officer Cole Phelps.
Phelps,
This is Officer
Self Dunn.
Wilshire Division.
Listen,
You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips.
Pearl grips.
I might be.
B.
What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was
Payton was
murdered
murdered
tonight with your
With
gun.
your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter?
Scooter,
He works
for me.
I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Come on. Come on.
Ralph, you all right?
Hey,
I'm fine. I
fine.
hardly felt it.
Felt it.
He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Bored.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around. List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two, Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
So,
Merrill.
yeah.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Fight. I do it like what? Yeah, I know that. I heard it in my video. I know.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water.
I didn't do it this time,
so
so
you weren't interested. You were here to fight.
I was punching the guy, fighting the guy, so.
The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan. 14.
I said there's nothing wrong with my controller. It still works. I just didn't like the freaking color anymore.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam.
Well, yeah, of course.
Suspects are armed and dangerous.
Yeah, it always does. Exactly. Unless you get rid of the system, yeah, of course. My controller's always lasted me with my systems. I never had a problem. And I used to have 360. I never had to get a new controller. I just choose to buy one at the time because my father and me used to play together. I used to have 360 and stuff, but otherwise my controller never. 361, I think. Actually, 361, I think did die once and did break. Damn it.
Weapons on the ground, now!
I'm getting hammered here, Phelps!
For the front door, keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons.
Weapons.
The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to... Shit. Really hurts. Stay down.
That's it? We got them all?
Oh.
I think we got them.
Got him, Cole.
Should be all clear.
Right.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole.
Welcome to my stream,
Call it the
person.
Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I was going to get a blue one at first. I looked at the blue one, and then I looked at this one too, and then he actually recommended when he said, "Oh, let me Do you mind if I recommend one? He says, sure, no problem. He says, and he recommended the one I have. And then I mean, I liked it. I liked it that it was green and it had army designs on it.
Well, it's a shame you don't
and
like.
And then when he said he was actually leery about getting it at first too, but then when he got it, he liked it himself.
In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Got it.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
Screw yourselves.
Why, you! He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then, pretty boy.
Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Well, this time I knocked him off the roof. Yeah, good job.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
So.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Buyer beware! Yeah.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solved that shows that
well,
you
once
have the
I got the game anyway, I think I got the update for the game anyway.
Your average rank and file patrolman. This could be.
Because when I started my game yesterday, I saw survival on it, so.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Dead. So I think I got a 1.10 update for the game.
Stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight.
Yeah, I know. They showed it on YouTube.
I've seen everything.
It's mostly a a thing for online that people want to play survival.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia. Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
All right, yes. Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps. Miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galletta.
Clovis.
Galletta. No.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look
Come
around
up to the buyer beware.
I was in a store when...
Don't forget, on this profile, I didn't start my game yet.
My boss
It's my first time on this profile.
I'm late on my lunch.
I mean, when I was on a profile a long time ago, I did beat the game with it.
I was angry.
But then I didn't have no save date anymore on it. So
I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Let's see. Leia voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He showed me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang.
It's official. In September, in September, I'll be getting my new TV.
I hear another bang, and another, and another.
Yeah, who cares? Buddy, the TV I have now I'm using, you'll be using, because I'll be giving the one that you used to my father. That's why. He doesn't want to use that stupid 19-inch anymore. He can't see anything on it. He has to lean forward when he uses it. I said, don't worry, I'll give you the 27-inch. He said, that's cool. That's good.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield.
Because that one would be perfect for downstairs for him.
Did you see the person who shot
that 19-inch television he uses is a piece of crap. So damn small.
He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the one I first friggin' got. That was the one that I didn't want at the time. Remember, he made me get it? I actually wanted the one that you suggested at the time. He said, no, he's the one that bought it. So he said, no, I'm not paying that kind of money.
Angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want?
So I had no choice at the time.
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
What? If I paid for it, what the hell would I get that piece of crap for?
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many. And they were so
What choice
loud.
did I have?
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Yeah.
Well, there was one bang. And then
I hated
another.
it.
And then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
The what?
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave.
Man, 27-inch was good when before I got this one. I used to. I could always see my cable on it. Good.
Never mind.
It's a lot bigger than that stupid one
officer.
downstairs. So I said I'll give it to my father. So, okay. Said no thanks.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
I mean, I can't believe how cheap friggin' 4K televisions are now compared to when they first came out. They were friggin' so damn expensive. You couldn't even afford one. Jewelry store. I don't need to go to the gun store.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps.
Cole Phelps.
Are you Edgar Kalu?
Kalu. No.
Mr. Kalu is out back.
Back.
Sitting to lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
No way!
Kalu, get back here!
Here right now.
Would you recommend the special?
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Too late, Kalu!
Edgar Kalu.
Kalu.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett
Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never saw, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down.
Why did you say you're gonna start? You're gonna try the friggin' online one?
Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber.
You never even played a Red Dead one online.
How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview,
sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've
I
only
might,
been with us a short time,
I might
and
try
you've
it
assembled
myself.
yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell.
The only reason why I don't play the one online, the Red Dead, is because the damn characters don't friggin' talk.
Takes a certain
Friggin' dumb.
cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Some person even thought,
Yes,
maybe when they made the updates for the game,
Good man.
with the new, now that
You
it's
need many
online
things for
completely
conviction,
and
young
no beta anymore, they thought,
motive,
maybe the characters are
opportunity,
voices added to
hard
it.
evidence.
They still don't.
Best of all, I confess.
It's so stupid when your person goes up to a person and asks them what should they do. They don't even answer them. You know, it's like so dumb.
Very good. The evidence is over.
The only ones that talk are the
May
characters.
The cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil.
in-game
Bring me a
characters, the ones that you
confession,
met, like Sadie
This is your
is in the online
Don't fail
from
me.
the story. Her husband you get to talk to now in the game, even though he's dead in the storyline, and then they put a new one in with the update. What's the name from Red Dead Redemption? The one that John went to after he got shot by Bill. The one that took him in and helped him. She's in the game now that you go and do stuff for too.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Whatever.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Really?
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher. You and that shtuck Gage.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this, kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu. I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
It is just, Officer Phelps.
Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself two suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advisor.
They all dressed like movie stars?
Roy
Earl is a movie star.
And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
Oh, Phelps.
If it's all right with you, sir.
Order, Phelps.
Phelps.
Quiet.
Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Burkowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case. You okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. Patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
Never saw it.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I'm just praying the prince comes through so I can nail this son.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot and the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Burkowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Burkowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda run.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
That you, Bukowski?
Bukowski.
Go on through.
Hello.
Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work,
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
I would definitely recommend it to you beat the game before you do that.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic.
What have you got? Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiffs yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Mm-hmm.
Nice day for it.
Doc? Detective?
Phelps.
What have we got? A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way. Any sign of the guy? Not unless he's in the trunk of the car. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Happier times, I guess. Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. The brand name might give us something to go on. Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure.
Hey, Bryce.
Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out. Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car?
Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car, and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up.
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
he's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, Phelps. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Rakowski.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
know you reached 401-373-1774. You're not able to come to the phone right now. I'll leave your name and number after the beep.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder-to-cry-on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. This must be Adrian's. Stencil, so the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks, ma'am.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
No use leaving the thing half finished. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
I'm all right now, detectives.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
No, you didn't.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
You looking for someone? Turkey salad sandwich was great.
You know Frank Morgan?
Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Root beers all around, doll.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Don't worry, partner.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, Detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Oh, yeah, I got proof.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
You
got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Any in the vicinity see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest. Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Stop right
It's
there,
over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.